basically the main challenges are not only for the CIO. So for sure today, the CIO, when he speaks with his CEO, he listens every day about AI and how do I take advantage of AI. So I think that what we need to do regarding cloud and AI is to give the business impact that this transformation is bringing. Primarily there are three major topics that people look as a CEO when I speak with a CIO. So first is my perception as a CEO, not as a CIO, is that technology is just an enabler. So what I want to understand is the impact in my business. There are three things that actually I'm looking for. Will it improve my top line? So will that create more business for me? Second, will actually improve my bottom line? Will it diminish the operative expenses that I have? And third, is there a concern about security or compliance that I need to be, aware? So when you put into perspective those three concerns as a CEO, and as you may know, I've been a CEO twice. The movement to cloud or to AI, they need to answer to those concerns. And this is the main challenge a CIO has today. How can I pick up something that is perceived as an enabler, as technology, and make it a very strong, compelling feature from a business standpoint? So this is basically the way I see, and I think it's the major challenge. If you interview any CIOs today, they will for sure let you know that in their organizations, they talk AI every day. And they came to him to understand the value and the impact that it can have for the organization. So this is what I perceive as the main challenge. Today, SAP, to make it very simple, we have created what we call a virtual cycle of innovation. And it has got three basic premises. First one, that you are familiar with SAP, which are the business applications. So the applications that for more than 50 years we've been developing, and they are very critical because those business applications, they produce data. Data that is very accurate, because as you know, an SAP system is usually in very critical operations, and so all the data that we produce have got a business context, and has got also a very strong accuracy. Second part, a company does not use SAP only. They rely on SAP, but they rely on many other suppliers. And when you think about data, you need to think about SAP systems, about non-SAP systems, about structured data, about unstructured data. And all that data is part of the environment where an organization lives. So that data needs to be prepared to be used by artificial intelligence. So if you feed artificial intelligence with wrong data, or data that is not accurate, or data that is out of context, you get out of context results. Actually, even worse, you put a very strong enabler, like artificial intelligence, on top of data that is not accurate. So you have a very strong wrong result. So in fact, what we are concerned with is the three pillars. Applications that generate data, we pick up that data, we put a semantic layer on top to give the contextual of the business, and then we feed that we feed the artificial intelligence with all that rich data. And with artificial intelligence, with rich data and an appropriate context, we create very strong insights. And those strong insights feed again the application much stronger and generate more data. And this is the virtual cycle of innovation that I was talking to you. So that's the way we position ourselves. So to summarize, the way I see Israel, and that's a comment I'd like to tell you. First, I think SAP invests big time in Israel. We have a very strong team locally. We have a very strong services team locally, and we have our labs here. So we have keeping investing more and more. Despite the situation that we've lived in the last periods, Israel has always performed. And If I may do a personal comment to you, I've always admired the strength, the resilience, and actually how much advanced you are in Israel. So for us, is not something that I would say we are very happy. We are actually very honored to have the privilege to work in Israel and to have the opportunity to continue invest in Israel and helping Israel to develop.